KB. Got Bad Brad on the end down there, and we're bookshelving on Country Joe.
Yes.
And we're going to talk a little bit about a little bit more about the Cowboys. That's what this program's about. But we also have to, honorable mention here. We lost a big name in sports just this year recently.
Yes.
What's that? Who was that, bro?
Pete Rose.
Yeah.
Pete Rose. Mr. Hustle.
Yeah.
Johnny Hustle.
And he was.
When I seen highlights of him, that man put everything he had on that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He put everything in there. Let's see. Last week's paycheck.
Yeah.
A month down the road paycheck. He put it all in.
Come on,
He put it all
Don't
in.
go.
Let me tell you something.
I was hoping you didn't go there.
Let me tell you something.
He went there, didn't
Let me tell you something. If Shoeless Joe Jackson ain't in, why are we griping that Pete Rose should be in there? Okay? Look, here's the problem. I was
Pete Rose
discussing
has you.
this today with somebody, and what really got me is Pete Rose could have bet on any game,
Right.
but Pete Rose bet on his games too.
That's what's
and
true,
Pete
isn't it?
Rose could have had a help in turning out what he needed to score in those games. So let me tell you something. That would just be like all these NFL players that aren't gambling on
Right.
football, which we know they are.
Yeah.
Okay, that could be another issue because let me tell you something. We got rid of Ridley for 1 year, brought him back because he learned his lesson, and then we got a few other players that got busted for this. There is nothing good. If you are a coach and you're gambling on your team, I'm sorry. I used to think that he deserves to be in there because he's got a record nobody's ever going to beat.
Well, just
But think about this. That man was a 17-time big man. Pro, he went to the All-Pro. And I mean, that's something. But the problem of it is, I can't have somebody going in there if certain
the
people.
Baseball Hall of Fame and the Football Hall of Fame is a lot different.
Yeah, but
If you're saying if you put him into the Baseball Hall of Fame
You got-
for his record on the field,
yeah.
then you're going to have to
Okay.
put him in the Baseball Hall of
It's-
Fame for his record. off
It's
the
like
field.
what they said about Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Lawrence Taylor, they said you
Huge.
need to look at what he did on the field, not what he did off
Right,
the field.
right,
Now,
Barry Bonds.
we all know what Lawrence Taylor did.
Well,
Lawrence Taylor did something very wrong, and I don't know. Didn't we take O.J. Simpson out after
we sure
his
did.
issue?
We sure did. Look, you just can't go killing people, okay?
Well, I know, but you can't have sex with young underage kids.
No way.
Oh.
You
Yes.
better quit that.
No, that's it.
You better quit that. We don't talk about that.
LT did that, but we overlooked that stuff, and I have a problem with overlooking. I can't say nothing.
How about Michael Vick? He killed a bunch of dogs.
I mean, look at the Cowboys back in the White House days. Michael Irvin sleeping around, snorting coke, and doing all this. But
Is he
guess
the
what
one
he
that left
did?
that bag of
Guess,
coke in the White House?
guess. Hey, stop it! Stop it! Don't you talk about Michael Irvin like that.
He might have been on the roof.
I
with
swear.
Nelson.
I swear. I swear. These two, it's hard to do. But no. He lied first that he didn't do this, knowing he did, hoping it would help his cause. Then he came out and he said, "You know what? I did it. Okay, I did it." Now, should baseball put him in? If baseball puts him in, they got to put in other people too, and I think it's only fair if they do that. Now, that means I've got to overlook the steroids boys.
Oh, yeah.
I got to overlook them and put them in.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
they all did great things. They all did stuff, but can we put people in because they did some extra to get them through? But
Right.
like I said, I used to think he needs to be in, but he bet
So-
on his own game.
So he's getting a fist.
Yes. That's what I do. Now, a lot of people ain't going to like me for saying that. They're going to think Pete Rose should
This
be
is
in
an
it.
opinionated
Yes.
program.
Yes,
podcast.
that's just my opinion.
When Michael Vick done all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And
I got...
he come back, out of jail or whatever he went. for the dog deal,
Mm-hmm.
and Andy Reid was the only one that took him.
That's right.
That was
That's right.
Andy Reid with the
Eagles.
Eagles, Dirty Bird.
Eagles. But
They
like
took
I
it.
said, I understand when people do their time, they paid their price to think, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But that's almost like going about, look at Cleveland.
Wow.
See what Cleveland did. Cleveland gave up everything
Right.
for Deshaun Watson. And what did Deshaun Watson do?
Oh,
Well, let's go a little further back. The
Okay.
guy named Mike Ditka gave up everything for a running back.
Oh, yeah, that's Ricky
Old
Williams.
smoky
Yep.
left-handed cigarette running back.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
That's because,
He left a
hey,
bunch.
He
he
was
said,
at the press conference wearing the dreadlocks.
yeah, he said, I only need one player.
That's
The
right.
other 52 guys,
That's right.
I don't need them. I
That's
just
right.
got Ricky Williams,
That's right.
which that goes to a lot of things of saying one person.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that great train robbery the Cowboys and the Vikings did?
yeah.
Hold
All
on
they
to
were was a
Minnesota.
running back away, Herschel Walker, and look what happened there.
That's right.
Set us up for life.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
Thank
But-
you very much.
But no, I mean, I'm sorry. That's my only problem. I used to think the world of him.
This makes me
But
sad.
yes, go ahead and hit it. But I can't let Pete Rose in.
Cue the music.
A moment.
A moment of silence.
You know, if I'd known I was going to open a can of worms by mentioning
Oh, my
Mr. Rose, I would have went somewhere else. Because
I-
we really
I-
don't have that
with
much
the
time.
way your checkbook's writing right today, man.
I'll say one more thing about
What's
it.
that?
Sad that he whether he done it or didn't do it.
Yeah.
There's so much gambling, legal gambling. I guess they call it legal in sports now. He
Oh,
bets-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He bet on anything.
Look
send
at
it
football
home.
now. Football says, I want
Yeah.
that money too. I'm losing too
You
much
can
money.
bet on if they're going to make a first down.
But I
or a
can
field
tell you
goal or
right
whatever
now,
the hell he-
you're exactly right. Because guess what?
that?
I bet if I really, really did an investigative report on just people in general in
Yeah.
football doing it, you would find out there's a lot more people gambling on stuff than what you would.
I was listening on the radio a while ago. This guy stole a bunch of money, $250,000. He stole it somewhere. Remember that say? Then he gambled it away. Now he's suing the
Gambling place.
gambling people.
That's
Because
right.
they messed him up.
That's
How dare
right.
you.
They made him throw that money away.
And I
That's
think he
right.
won the lawsuit. It's quite a bit of money.
Oh, my
But he
God.
ain't going to get to spend it because he's in jail for that money he stole.
That's right. That's
7
right.
years.
I mean,
Let's curb this track a little bit.
Okay.
Did you get to see
Not derail.
how
please.
bad the Buccaneers beat those Eagles this past week?
That was sweet.
Oh my goodness, they
Sweet.
stomped them.
And
Did the Eagles have the entire team out, or just half the team?
Yeah.
Hey,
or what?
I had tears in my eyes when
no,
Zach.
I
when
love
Zach-
it.
when-
I love it when the filthy Eagles lose.
Hey, I had tears in my eyes when,
Yeah?
when James
Yes.
got sacked.
You know what's sad about that though?
What's that?
Cleveland said Baker Mayfield was not the answer for their team.
Oh no!
So they got fumble fingers Watson in there. They ain't done nothing so far. They lost to the Giants.
They can't let it go,
and,
can they?
and they brought him back. And look at what Baker did.
Baker had a house up there.
tore-
He had the whole. He was
Yeah.
living up there at Cleveland
Yes.
in the whole football field. Man.
Yes.
Making
I mean,
commercials for
he
him.
tore it up. There was nothing Tampa Bay in the beginning couldn't do. They were just scoring,
They're
scoring,
serious.
scoring.
Always liked Baker.
But the problem of it is I understand that there's sometimes we got to allow some teams to get back in it.
I
But
want to
there
say,
was a time when they almost went down too slow.
let's
and
go back to
almost
the
let it
Cowboy
come
game
back.
real quick.
Okay.
Okay?
I hope there's not as much laundry thrown on the field. The yellow flags is going left and right.
Oh sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, I'm going to tell you, the last time I went to a Cowboys stadium when it was Pittsburgh and Dallas, there were more Pittsburgh Steelers fans than there
There
were
sure
Cowboys.
was. I remember that.
I looked
game.
at that and said, Tex Schramm and everybody be rolling over in their grave.
That's
And I
right.
mean, they were
That's
were
right.
rocking.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now,
it's
you'll catch
embarrassing.
them. I haven't been to every stadium, I'll tell you that right now. But that time we went to that stadium, they were rabid Steelers
Yes,
fans.
rabid.
I mean,
And they didn't
golly.
even have a team that year, and you would have thought they were Super Bowl
That's
bound.
right, that's
And they went crazy, and they won that game,
Them
too.
Giants fans, we seen them Giants fans in action down there. And That guy was sitting in front of
Joe,
us.
Joe, they're a country. Look, country having a paper.
thought they was gonna have
country having a paper bag over your head and saying I'm a Giants fan and talk. No, Joe. No, Joe.
No, that guy in front of us nearly got in the
Oh
ball.
yeah. We've been to a lot of
I had to
those.
calm that guy down. He
Yeah, it was bad,
looked like a big log. I mean,
but
it's
no,
big. I said, just calm down.
it's. I'm hoping.
tough.
I'm hoping
That's tough.
that
Are we
think.
back? Are we back on the winning?
Yeah,
side for a while?
well, I'm hoping that Overshone is the guy that they're going to put in as the assassin's position, and we can come up with a cute nickname for him.
I've seen
But
some
he's played-
players like that would fit in there just right.
He plays really good. He's 100%. The key thing is that front line's gotta stop
block
them.
over.
Gotta stop them because they got a good running back. And I got the team that likes to let running backs that ain't done nothing against other
Like to
teams
let 'em shine.
eat us up.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, I can tell you, I hate to see.
And that number 97.
I'm laughing because I don't want to cry.
But what you got to worry about is T.J. Watts.
T.J.
Watts. Now they handled him in Indianapolis, but I'm hoping this offensive line can handle him because he can be a changer in that game.
Wow.
And I watched him handle Atlanta, and it was just him because the offense wasn't doing nothing, and he got 2 fumbles. And they felt so bad for Atlanta, they said he jumped off sides on one and took the fumble away from him. But I mean, he was
electric.
crazy. He's crazy. But I'll tell you this: I was impressed. To me, one of the games this week that was really good was the Saints and Atlanta.
Right.
I mean, they always play each other
Atlanta
good.
barely beat them.
Yeah.
By field goal.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
that was
can
close
tell
one,
you,
too.
when you looked at that game, there was some hitting going on in that game. That was football 101 in that
smacking
game.
going on
But
like-
that's like that right there. That
Right
you
in
would-
the grill.
It's sad when you looked. Okay, Kansas City played the Chargers. Chargers are hurting. They ain't got much. Chargers were leading most of that game 10-0.
Oh yeah,
And then they
Kansas City
lost.
came back. I mean,
Okay.
it was like flipping a switch.
Divisional games this week were really good until you see us play the Giants, and it's like, oh my God, don't let them beat us.
That's right.
I mean,
That's sad. Sad deal.
it's bad.
Let's don't let Pittsburgh beat us. And we're
Yeah,
gonna-
like I
really-
said, this will be the time I say the Cowboys are going to be hurting, and it's going to be scary, and they're going to win 40-3, and then they'll go through this part here,
Yeah.
and I'm going to say they ain't going to win, and they're going to light it up.
Them Detroit Lions going to be tough.
Detroit's going to be hard. Detroit came to play this year. At first, they were looking like they weren't much of nothing, and then I want you to know, Goff was perfect in he was 18 of 18.
Wow.
I mean, that game, and he went up there and he played a team that's 3-0,
Right.
And made him look like.
and he beat them 49-21. I think.
Golly.
I mean, it was just like they couldn't do nothing wrong. And the running game that was non-existent, all of a sudden decided to raise from the dead and just take off. I mean, they were on fire.
Hey, Country, when we do our next podcast, bring that book back up. I'd like to. I don't think we
Oh,
have
yeah,
that
the
one.
Cowboy book.
Well, what I need to do is bring all them other ones that I've got. I just picked up some new ones. I picked up one about the new Jerry's house at AT&T Stadium, about the stadium itself. I picked up a book like Country brought that's going to talk about the Cowboys.
Whole time.
I found another book. It said, "How about them Cowboys?" So we're going to be talking about the '90s.
Yeah.
And I was able to pick up some really nice books.
What do you have on the Star? Anything?
When you're talking of Frisco,
Yeah.
no, I don't have anything. But oh my God, if you ever get a chance to tour that, I like going there more than I do going to Daddy's
Yeah,
house
smaller
in
than
AT&T Stadium.
I remember I was there.
I love
too,
it.
and it was really,
I
really
love it.
informative.
Oh yes,
It's vast. You'll do a
Oh,
little
yes.
walking.
yeah.
But man, the things that are there.
I'm telling you.
I'm not talking about things behind glass. The things you can reach up and tangibly
Yes.
touch.
Now, I'll tell you another thing, too. Me and Mr. Country went to the draft, and we stayed at Jerry's Hotel right next to
Yeah,
it.
Omni.
Very nice.
Oh.
Very nice. Oh, my God, it was good. Good food,
Oh, yeah.
good bar, good the rooms. Daddy has house robes for you laid out
Is
for
that
you.
right?
So when
Oh,
you
white
walk in,
ones.
white
Wow.
ones. And
All
it's
right.
really nice rooms and everything. And I give him kudos for that. I
Very
just
good.
wish he could run the team as he runs everything else because he sucks at that.
Yeah, really.
All right, man. We're going to wrap this portion of the program up. And
Please
the
do.
program.
Please do.
We'll be back with you later on, and like I said before, we're 411 Fanatic Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Hit that like button.
Yes.
and
Go
leave us a
Cowboys.
comment.
Go
Whatever you
Cowboys.
leave, your comments you leave will be answered in the
You
next
can
show.
do it,
Don't
Cowboy.
let them Steelers steal.
No, no. We
Go